Angela McConnell. She was a Hoopa Tribal member of my extended family here. Her aunties, Debbie Carpenter, Sherry Bones, Sally Slater, my niece Lori Slater, my niece Lola Bone, and my son right here, Richard Carpenter, and my cousin from Phoenix, Arizona. He's Mojave. He came all the way. He flew in to give us, our family, some support. But you know, we just have no justice at all, and we're here today to ask to put Angela's name out there. You know, I appreciate all the help that I received through the Morning Star and Gemma, Danielle Vigil Masson, the Hoopa Valley Tribes helped also. So we're here to seek justice for Angela. She was my only daughter I had. She was a beautiful person. She strived to be. She wanted to become a journalist. Eventually, go to school to be a nurse. She loved as an advocate reader. She loved to write poetry. She was so loving and caring for all of us. And just keep us in prayer, and we'll pray for you. Pray for one another. It's still unreal to me as a mother. It's really hard as a mother to struggle every day for justice for my only daughter. The law enforcement does nothing for all these indigenous women everywhere in Indian country. They don't do nothing for us. You know, that's what we, as we stand as a nation as today, we need to go forward and go to the law enforcement, make them do it, demand them to do it. Just don't sit back every day and say, oh, you say, get in there every day. I call that detective, Justin Brewer, every week. And I email him every week, you know. I even had some of my tribal council members, Oscar Billings, went all the way over there, and one of the sergeants from our tribal police department went over there this past week, and Justin was not at work. So I don't, you know, what's going on with my daughter's case? Nothing. I called him back in February. He said there's no leads, no we're talking, you know. But that's what we need to do, people. We need to go right to law enforcement, go to FBI. Get on them, get right on them and tell them, you know, this is going on in our Indian women. My daughter's gone forever, but I'm her voice now. I'm her mother, Tammy Sue Carpenter. I'm her mother, and I have to speak for her because she's not here no longer. My family's right here behind me, all around me, my son. We're her voice. So when you're up here talking your family's voice that they can now speak no longer, you're here to talk for them and speak loud and bold and tell them that, you know, I want justice for my loved one. And that's what I do every day. You know, I got the Hoopa Tribes helping me trying to get a PI on it because Justin Brewer, the detective, has not, you know, returning my phone calls. I had 3 detectives since my daughter was murdered. 3 of them. And they just went around. You know, like the first one told me about Angela. Then I got another one. And so I had 3 of them. So I had 3 within less than 1 year's time to talk about Angela's case. They kept passing it along. But that's what we need to do, people. We need to get onto law enforcement. That's the main thing we need to do is stand up to the law enforcement and say, what happened? What's going on? You know, demand it. Go down there. You know, gather like this, what we do right now. Gather you all up and go down there and demand it. You know, what's going on? You know, that's what we need to do. Danielle.
I just want to thank Morning Star for organizing this and Gemma for coming together and all the people that came together to organize this for all the MMIW. My name's Danielle Vigil Maston. I'm the former chairwoman of the Hoopa Valley Tribe. In Hoopa, we have the highest rate of number of missing and murdered Indigenous women and guys in the state of California. We're sitting at 22%. Yurok follows behind at 16%, and after that is 8% of Karuk, according to the Sovereign Bodies Institute. So with those numbers, I know that there's a lot of missing and murder that aren't even recorded. And so luckily in our tribe, we have the statistics that we could pull from to be able to know how much is missing. We have to stand together as tribes because this movement that we're doing right now is changing systematic changes, because you have people that think it's cool to take people out. And that's not a part of our way as being Native American. We don't just take people out. Indigenous life is important, 2-legged in the 4. So taking somebody out and taking someone's life, even an animal, is not okay. We prayed about it. we had ceremonies called the war dance to be able to take those type of life, because with that comes karma. And karma, you guys do not want. Nobody does. We don't want to honor Indian people. So with that, we have to change our youth and all of the whole thinking, because we're not gangsters. We're tribal members. So that's what we got to do, is we got to break that cycle, and it's up to each one of you. And with all these missing and murder that are out there, they're going to come forward because we're praying really hard together as tribes. And so that's what we want to do, is we want to stand together united. And we just started out this is our first event, but we're behind all of you guys have been doing all this work, and we will continue and to be strong, because we're Hoopa and we don't back down. Oh.